Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Mm-hmm.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trailed early on in his Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. The drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the 20-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And that is incomplete.
But I don't know how this boy can guard every fucking thing, dog.
This group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
4th down. Stroud going to try to throw for it.
There we go.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
18. What's that?
And Stroud now to throw. Underneath to Allen. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Now Stroud. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
This one complete to Lacey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. Stroud. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete.
That's ridiculous, dog.
There, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again is Stroud. Caught left side. Here's Dell. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Take Dell, 38 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, this is taken in.
Come on, man.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all set.
This boy just throws it in coverage, dog.
Two-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. But they got a great answer right there. And almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
18 Rattler, 18 70 Ranger, 70
They'll look to throw now on first down. And Walker has it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
First down, Bison.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. Well, this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, here's Walker. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. 3 more quarters of football left in this season as we're through 1, and we'll be back in a moment with more of Super Bowl 64. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. To Allen on the dump off. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collins. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Down the right sideline. And finally taken down at the 34. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Whipping one into Allen, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
The 19-yard line.
Again, it's Stroud. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble and second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wolf. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
19 Texans.
They'll run with Allen. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A gain of 5.
Stroud looking to change the play.
Hey, south.
They'll try again. And this time he is in for a Houston touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Superbowl.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Let's go!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage, or you're trying to time up a blitz. You got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bisons are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Carlson, up is good. And we are tied at 14.
Michael Dixon.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And Barton, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Here we go. 18. What's that? 11.
Here's Stroud. Now he's going to step up and run. And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the 1st down. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Allen. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl.
Oh, 19 tech. 18. What's that? Hey, Uno more.
Stroud looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. That's some good running from Stroud, and he gets them the 1st down.
And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now a carry for Allen. And nothing much materializing there in the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. from just shy of midfield. Stroud. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
18. That's it.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Texans first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Allen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There on the stop is Leo Chanel.
A gain of a yard.
Pass game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
He's got it to Collins, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
First down and goal to go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Now the Texans will use one of their two remaining timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Texans 21, Bisons 14.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Are you serious? There's no fucking way, dog.
Final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun.
That's fucking ridiculous, bro.
Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here.
A streak? Oh, this nigga beat me with a streak.
Bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf.
Safety ain't nowhere in the picture.
Shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Set to kick off.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
The Texans take over first and 10. On their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some staffs get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
Another one caught by Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Texans first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Stroud working out of the gun. This one left side caught by Collins. And he went down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. It's more. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 15-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stroud. Touchdown! Nico Collins. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive in the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A
Hey,
gain of 11 on the play.
Street.
First down, Bison.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there. 44 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to...
Come on, bro. Where my help at? Damn, dog. Sometimes you be there, sometimes you don't be there. Nobody in the other gap. This guy, he got hurt.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Tony.
And Stroud now to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. touchdown. And the Texans have broken the tie.
Come on, bro. I need to stop, bro.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Bison's 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember the offense.
Come on, bro. I'm in the gap. Wait on. Now don't do that to me.
Defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes.
You know, she would have fumbled that.
It just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
17 yards. And a Louisville first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's brought in by Wilson. And Wilson past the 30, almost to the 25.
15. First down, Bison.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Pick it.
Hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal calls will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
18 Cardinal, 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught.
Come on, safety.
Quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First down, Louisville.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did.
Right there, hurt.
Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
And a carbon copy there, at least as far as the results are concerned, is he'll be dropped behind the line yet again. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Bisons have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
No, the only thing saving this dude is that everybody on his offense is 6'6", literally. 2 receivers 6'6", and a tight end 6'6", or 6'7" receivers.
Either way, you tend to find a mismatch in that area.
Fucking alternate team, man.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
18. What's that?
Up the middle they go. Moore. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Hundreds of games, all this football, and it all comes down to the 4th quarter of Super Bowl 64 in just a moment. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Stroud.
How, bro? Come on, bro. That was fucking ridiculous, man. Why the fuck open, bro?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Stroud. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
Looking to throw. Stroud. And it's right back to Moore. Complete again. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
18. What's that? 19 Texans. South. Like Tony.
Here goes Stroud again. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Leo Chanel. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Stroud out of the gun here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Stroud to throw it. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Here we go, let's go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this 4th quarter.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That 2nd down play, that's a -4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. He'll drop to throw. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Throwing to start the drive. Stroud. Now he's going to step up and run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go. That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Now Stroud.
Why did he have to jump, though, bro? Come on, man. Y'all be fucking me, bro. He didn't have to jump.
You know who loves it? This defense. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here.
Tony.
Stroud to throw it.
And he fucking dropped it, dog. Come on.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
And the 10-year back.
This motherfucker went out there and dropped the ball, dog.
A minute to play. They have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw. Throw out wide to Walker.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
He's back to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
Then typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really
See, bro, he just want to lob it up, dog, because the motherfucker's so tall, bro.
Taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 36. Back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
They'll look to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Cowboy 80. Cooking.
He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone will be on the same page right now. Because I think they're going to try to get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go. First and goal. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Carlson now to add the extra point.
Daniel Carlson on for the point after.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Next score, Bisons 42, Texans 38.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. This is first and 10. Here's Stroud. They got his man complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Stroud. Throwing the outright incomplete. That's Collins.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Stroud back to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will hang the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Here's Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
Nice protection. Let the hot. Why Tony? 11.
Stroud looks to throw. This ball intercepted.
Man, the fucking 6'5" ass niggas, dog.
Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talking about having their backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.